Toastmasters for those that believe they can't public speak. I was certainly one of those. I was convinced I couldn't be a public speaker. And that's because when I first tried, I was absolutely terrible. You would have laughed at me if you would have saw me my first attempts. I was just really bad. And that was because I could hardly talk to people one-on-one or in small groups, much less a big group of people. And that's why I wound up quitting the first time. I wound up changing my attitude though, and going on to becoming a public speaker of just, I wouldn't say great, but being someone who could definitely do it. And that's why I decided to do this video, because I know there's a lot of people out there that think I can't be a public speaker, I can't do what you're doing. Well, you could definitely do what I'm doing, and just watch this video so I could prove it to you. In 2011, I joined Toastmasters. And I'm not going in there with a boatload of confidence and self-belief. It's quite the opposite. When I first started, I did put in some effort. Every time I was scheduled to do a 5 to 7 minute speech, I showed up and I did it. Whether I was really prepared or thought I could do a good job or not, I did it. I didn't back out like a lot of other people. And I was one of the most consistent members there was. I would go each and every week because I thought it was good for me. I had this idea that if I could become better at public speaking, I could become better at talking to people one-on-one and in small groups. And that was very important to me, as you might imagine. As time went on though, I wasn't really improving too much. I hit a plateau. Every speech I did wasn't better than the last. The evaluations were getting harsher because here I'm still going, I'm showing up, and I'm not improving. And I started having all these negative thoughts in my head that maybe I just don't have it, or I'm not willing to try. And look at all these other people, they're just come right in and they're already pretty good at public speaking, and I'm just lagging and I don't have what it takes. And with that attitude, of course, I quit. Because you see, as I learned later on, I had more of a fixed mindset rather than a growth mindset. And for those of you who don't know what that is, just a quick definition. A fixed mindset means that you believe whatever talents you were born with, that's pretty much it. If you don't have the natural talent to become a good public speaker, for example, you can never become one. It's destined from your natural talents. Whereas a growth mindset means that you think that you can change. You think that you can improve. Regardless of where you're starting from, you think with effort, practice, and maybe more effort and practice than other people, you can improve, you can change, you can achieve. Fast forward to the year 2018. During this time, my new hobby in life was watching inspirational videos, most notably Tom Bilyeu. I was attracted to his material because he kept on talking about a growth mindset and being able to change, being able to improve, regardless of where you're starting from. And that was his story of what he did, and I really liked that story. I still had this idea in my head that I wanted to be a public speaker. Even though I had given up on it, it still just sometimes would come back in my head because I enjoyed being up on stage giving speeches. It's a thrill. I know it's probably different from a lot of you who are watching this, but for me, I love being up on stage. So because of that, and after realizing that I could improve, maybe it would take me a lot more time, effort, and practice than other people, but now that I knew it was possible, I decided to try again. I rejoined Toastmasters, and this time it was different. I knew I was not going to quit. I had this new idea in my head that I was going to document my progress to speak in front of large audiences. I did the first speech, icebreaker speech, and it was really bad. I recorded it, watched it back, realized it was bad, but it didn't matter this time. I knew this was just the beginning, and I was going to improve each and every time, or at least that was my goal. And that's what I did. I kept on going, I improved, I got tremendously better. I'm still nobody great, as I often say, but I've gotten a lot better and I'm improving all the time. It's just a change in attitude really helped. Today, I am the president of my Toastmasters Club. This doesn't mean I am some great public speaker, but it does mean that my club had enough confidence in my public speaking ability to make me the president, and that means something to me. What I want you to get out of this video is that regardless of where you're starting from, whether you think that you're a terrible public speaker, you have no natural talent, or you're just super scared of being up on stage, and a lot of people are, it doesn't matter. You could still do it if you want to do it. It may take a little more extra effort and practice than some other people, but you can still do it. And hopefully I am proof of that. If you like this video, go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe. I will see you in the next video.